Oh, great people. All you wonderful people that are watching this right now, I got a simple poll up right now, title of the show. Will UFO whistleblowers reveal all? Simple question. Yes. That you believe they will, they will, they'll say, I don't know, whatever that is going to make your head spin. Or they're not. Or are whistleblowers even real? I'm talking about UFO whistleblowers. Are they even real? Are there really even true whistleblowers out there? I mean, it's a question you got to ask yourself, right? So while I played the intro, get yourself some coffee, get some drinks, strap on, because, baby, we are going to be taking a ride on the Paranormal Highway to discuss, have the whistleblowers finally reveal all since the last 2, 3, 4, 5 panels, the U.S., the NASA's, the ones in Mexico with the dead aliens? I don't know. Have we? Have they? Have they not? Are whistleblowers even real? That's questions that we're going to answer after this. I'll see you back after the intro.
Astonishing congressional testimony last week from retired military pilots who say the government is hiding evidence of UFOs. Then in our 6 o'clock newscast, Marla spoke with investigative journalist and co-host of the Weaponized podcast, Jeremy Corbell.
Was astonishing. For the first time in history, you have witnesses, firsthand, direct witnesses to the UAP or UFO mystery under oath. They could serve jail time if they were lying. We made sure they were sworn in. They were allowed to testify, not allowed to be in a skiff to tell what they really knew, but that's okay. The truth is coming out.
Corbell says these new revelations about a long-standing secret U.S. program to investigate UFOs could change our understanding of what it means to be human.
UFOs are real. There's a physical component. These machines, you had 2 fighter pilots, Top Gun fighter pilots, right there telling you they're concerned. And then you had an intelligence individual who is breaking from the fold, and he is telling you that we've had reverse engineering of alien spacecraft, craft of unknown origin. If his claims are true, this is an ontological shock for the American public.
Corbell says he thinks more people will come forward to talk about UFOs.
All right, welcome back. Welcome back to the number one. Yes, you heard it here. We are now the number one UFO channel for all the UFO community, even though we're also Bigfoot community, we're also the paranormal community. But I have decided that I need to take over the whole thing out of the UFO community, because this is to me, this is the last stand, the last true people, the last true conversations is right here, right now. Now, you saw that little intro, but Jeremy Corbell is just a minute or so. You know what? I want to go over some things real quick, and some things he said in there. Let's break this down together. Give me a second.
Congressional testimony last week from retired military pilots who say the government is hiding evidence of UFOs. Then in our 6 o'clock newscast, Marla spoke with investigative journalist and co-host of the Weaponized podcast, Jeremy Corbell.
Okay, so we all know that so-called whistleblowers, which anybody could freaking use the name whistleblower, right? You're right. I'll tell you guys a little secret. Maybe this makes me a whistleblower or not. I actually talked to my brother this morning on the phone. He just finished taking a dump. Now, I wasn't supposed to tell nobody. He told me keep that a secret because his bathroom time is his time. Oh, God, I just told the world that my brother took a dump. I'm a whistleblower. I'm a whistleblower. Yeah, because I didn't say he took a dump under oath. But, I guess I'm an official whistleblower now. I told the world that my brother took a dump when he didn't want me to tell nobody. It was a secret. So I told the people the secret. So, guys, I am now an official whistleblower.
Was astonishing. For the first time in history, you have witnesses, firsthand, direct witnesses to the UAP or UFO mystery under oath.
Okay. Did he just say first time in history, firsthand people who witnessed it. Did I just hear Jimmy Corbell said witness it? Hold on a second. Let me go back a little second. Hold on.
To the UAP or UFO mystery under oath. They could serve jail time if they
Let me go back for a second. Let me go back. Where was it?
have witnesses, firsthand, direct witnesses to the UAP or UFO.
Firsthand witnesses? Wow. Firsthand witnesses. I thought David Grush heard this all secondhand and third hand. That's what I thought. But right there, he said firsthand, first time in history, firsthand people under oath, firsthand. I gotta hear that again because I thought David Grush, the number one whistleblower there, I thought he didn't actually see it. He heard it all. But here, what was that again? Corbell, what was that again? Repeat that. I think I got bad hearing. Okay, I was deaf at one time. All right, I had to get an operation to hear, so I got to hear that again.
It's astonishing. For the first time in history, you have witnesses, firsthand, direct witness.
Firsthand. All right, firsthand. Here we go. So that they're all first time in history, firsthand people who've seen it all.
To the UAP or UFO mystery under oath. They could serve jail time if they were lying. We made sure they were.
So they were under oath because they could serve jail time if they were lying. Okay. All right. They could serve jail time. That's very important. I mean, I don't know. Every single day there's court cases, right? And everybody's got to put their hand on a Bible. I'm sure they're all telling the truth. If you hopefully none of you guys have to go to court where you have to put your hand on the Bible because you got to tell the truth. Because especially when you put your hand in the Bible, that's going to make you tell the truth. So that's important to know. Because you're under oath, you're automatically a truther. Automatically. You automatically. It doesn't matter, You're not faking it. Because as long as you go under oath, you're 100%. So, well, it must be right? Because Donald Trump goes, he's getting trouble, putting his head on the Bible, going to court. That guy's not in jail, so everything he says that people said BS, I guess it's not BS because I never see Trump behind prison or jail, and he's been under oath, hands on Bible. So I guess Jeremy Corbell is correct. As long as you're under oath, people, you're telling the truth. Okay, so Mike Johnson, Freaky Geek, Andy Gabino, Robert Wood, Raymond, Danny Statton, all of you. All you gotta do to prove to the world that you're telling the truth is you just gotta make sure you're under oath. That's it. That's all you gotta do is make sure you're under oath. Under oath. Does the Fifth Amendment stand? Right? Right? If you're under oath, you're telling the truth. Do you want to have to take the Fifth Amendment, right? Good point, Freaky Geek.
Sworn in. They were allowed to testify, not allowed to be in a skiff to tell what they really knew, but that's okay. The truth is coming out.
The truth is coming out. So basically, under oath, the truth is coming out. I'm sorry. I'm trying to remember. Hold on. I'm trying to remember. Did the truth come out? Did we all kind of learn something? Because I don't know. I thought I watched the conference. I thought all I heard was, I'm not allowed to say that. I'm not allowed to answer that. I have to say behind doors. I thought that's what I heard in the the conference. That's what I thought. Hold on, let me go back again. Hold on, let me hear him again. Let me hear him again.
They were allowed to testify, not allowed to be in a skiff to tell what they really knew, but that's okay. The truth is coming out.
The truth was going to come out. I must have missed the truth. Hey, people, I must have missed it. So if you guys, you awesome people in the chat, if you guys want to explain to me what truth was learned, because he said the truth's going to come out. That's Jeremy Corbell's words.
Corbell says these new revelations about a long-standing secret U.S. program to investigate UFOs could change our understanding of what it means to be human.
Yeah. Because I don't know what it's like being human as it is now. You're right. I don't know what it's like being human. You know, what's it like, guys? Hey, Freaky Geek, Andy, Robert, what's it like being human? Is being human paying taxes for other people to stay rich and powerful? Is that what being human is? Is breathing being human? Because I don't know. I guess I never knew what human being was. I guess knowing that there's a secret government hideout is going to help me to realize what it's like to be human. Man, I thought when I got married, I was doing the human thing, but I guess even getting married wasn't being human. I guess that's not being human. I don't know. I'm learning a lot.
UFOs are real.
No shit, Sherlock. First of all, hold on. No matter what, that's like a lame statement. He should have said UFOs from outer space are real. Because anything you don't recognize in the sky is a UFO. If you don't recognize a bird that's flying past you, technically you saw a UFO because it's unidentified. You couldn't identify what it was. So technically, no duh, UFOs are real.
There's a physical component. These machines, you had two fighter pilots, Top Gun fighter pilots, right there telling.
Top Gun fighter pilots? Do they know Tom Cruise? Was one of them Maverick, Goose, Iceman? These guys were Top Gun. You know, Navy, Top Gun. The remake, not the remake, actually the sequel was really good if you haven't seen Top Gun. But these guys were Top Gun. These guys were the best of the best of the best. Of the best. Top Gun.
You, they're concerned. And then you had an intelligence individual who is breaking from the fold, and he is telling you that we've had reverse engineering of alien spacecraft, craft of unknown origin. If his claims are true.
Whoa. Jeremy Corbell, hold on. Whoa. Corbell, just in the beginning of the video, these brave men are telling 100% truth because they were telling the truth because they were on their oath. But what was that last part you just said? Hold on. What was that last part he said?
Spacecraft, craft of unknown origin. If his claims are true.
If his claims are true? Hold on, whoa. I thought you just verified that they were on their oath. Everything they said were true. That's what you said, not me. You said in the beginning that, we did a whole thing on it. They told the truth because they're on their oath. So we all learned that as long as you're telling a story on their oath, it's automatically true. We already discussed that, Jeremy Corbell. It's already true, but no, hold on. I gotta hear that one more time. I gotta hear that one more time, guys. I gotta hear that one more time.
Of alien spacecraft, craft of unknown origin. If his claims are true.
So, wow, guys, I apologize for that. So So I'm going to be a judge on this. So everything he said in the beginning, we have to scratch that. Even though they're on their oath, we still got to see if their claims are true. Okay, so I apologize. I wasted your time in the beginning of the show. We gotta just forget you heard that. The claims got to be true.
This is an ontological shock for the American public.
Corbell says he thinks more people will come forward to talk about UFOs.
Okay. Hold on. This is important right here. Hold on.
Corbell says he thinks more people will come forward to talk about UFOs.
That right there, I hate that statement. I hate that statement. Jeremy Corbell says now, hopefully people come forward. People have been coming forward about aliens, UFOs before Jimmy Corbell was even freaking born. People's coming out. But the problem is the media that's run by these people, Jimmy Corbell is part of that media, they pick and choose on what stories they want to go out there. People's claims, there's probably hundreds of thousands of claims that come out daily. And some of those are real. Not all of them. I'll admit that. I have said 90% of every footage that comes out is fake. But we don't care about the 90%. We're dialing in on the 10%. People come out with these stories all the time, every day. So when they say more people are coming out, they are coming out. But the problem is they're picking and choosing who they want to talk to. And of course, they go to the Hollywood leader, Jeremy Corbell. He's the leader of Hollywood. People sign with him to tell a story. Right or wrong, real or not, they sign with him, and then he gets them on the TV channels. There's so many people like yourselves out there that have your own experience. I know for a fact that Karen Holton has had experiences. I was on her channel. She talks about her encounters. How come she doesn't get to be on the news? Jeremy Corbell, she came out before even none of this crap came out with these three so-called whistleblower champions that we're all supposed to worship and bow down. People like Karen came out with their story before. Where's her story out there? Media? Seriously, where's her story? There's counters everywhere. You don't see real people stories up there. It's like it has to be picked and choose. It has to be pick and choose. And what that deal is, I don't know. Because we need more cowbell. I love it. Oh, hold on. We're gonna go back to another news story, a news video of one of the we're gonna break down another news story of one of the senators that was at that panel. But before that, Mr. Robert Wood, tell our cousin that you're with. I found this video. I haven't watched it yet. I think it's only a minute or two. I haven't watched it yet. And the reason, Bob, I saved it for this. So I haven't even watched it yet because this is what it's called. TikTok UFO spotted in Clovis. In Clovis. Karen, you don't need to thank me at all. People like yourself have always been brave to tell these stories. So I don't like it just when Corbell and stuff is saying, no, it's just going to make people come out. Because one day, Karen, say they do take your story. They're going to say your story came out because of Jeremy Corbell. Bull crap. You're more brave before all those people were. I'm just saying. So, Bob, I haven't seen this video. This is going to be the most fakest thing in the world. But it says here in the title, I saw it on YouTube, and I haven't watched it yet. It says Tic Tac UFO spotted in Clovis. I thought I saved it for the show. So let's check this out. TikTok video in Clovis. If anybody doesn't know Clovis, Clovis is basically Fresno, California. Fresno, when you go past a certain line, you go to Clovis. So Fresno, Clovis, then you go into the mountains. So Clovis is Fresno. Fresno is Clovis. I don't know what it's like now. Clovis is a little bit more at the time when we were kids. If you had more money, you live on the Clovis line. Clovis was more of the upper class, but I don't think that's the case anymore. I think it's all the same now. But when I was a kid, Clovis was the more money side of Fresno. So let's check this out.
Dude, that's a...
Alright, I've been getting a lot of these videos over the past couple years. This is from Clovis, California. Looks just like Tic Tac. These things have been getting sent to me for a long time now, so I end up putting a filter over it, and the filter allows me to see all the energy that's actually surrounding the object. So you see purple
that's
right
in
there.
Fresno, I guess.
That's the energy that's surrounding the object. The object is actually inside of that purple. So if you see here, there's a white circular object in the middle of all that purple, dark mass of energy. In my opinion, I'm not a physicist, that's the anti-gravity energy. There has to be a certain way that these objects can fly, so they emit.
Oh, hold on a second. So Bob, if you get a chance, go to her channel. I was actually on her channel 2 weeks ago. I think it was 2 weeks ago, with two other people from the UFO community. And I had a great time. I had a great time with them because, when I go on shows, when you go on shows with people from the UFO community, you don't know what side they're on, right? Like are they on the side where they believe everything, or they have some common sense? And the people that was on our show had very smart common sense. I really enjoyed being on our show with these two people. I forgot their names. I apologize. I forgot the names. Maybe Karen could put in the names that was on that episode that I was on with. I had a great time being on there.
This energy.
Ooh! Hold on. I saw that over Daryl's house. Really? Hold on. Let me go back to right there. Hold on. Let's go back right there a second. Now, let's look at that for a second. It looks like it's flapping, right? Like a bird? I mean, I don't know. Let's look at it again.
Over it, and the filter allows me to see all the energy that's actually surrounding the object.
So there it is right there. So, Bob, you're saying you saw that too over Daryl's house. Could that be... Trying to put some common sense into it. Like, could that just be a bird that how the camera's capturing it or something?
Over it, and the filter allows me to see all the energy that's actually surrounding the object. So you see purple right there.
Preston and Ryan.
That's the
Patrick
energy
Burns.
that's surrounding the object. Cool. The object is actually inside of that purple. So if you see.
So that was, like I said, I played that just special for Bob because he's in the Fresno area. And so that's the video, Bob. That's the video. So, again, videos are hard. Normally it's a white ball with the black box in the middle. Okay. Now, again, here's a news story. Congressman wants UFO whistleblower Grush in for questioning during reports. So basically, this congressman, I forgot his name. His name will be, he's on the thumbnail. I forget his name. He'll be in the news, and he wants to talk to Grush behind the scenes. And what caught my eye about this story was because during the panel, I thought Grush told a lot of them that, yeah, I'll talk to you right after the thing. We'll go in the back and I'll tell you. I thought that was supposed to happen. apparently it never happened. That he said, I can't tell you about it. I can't speak about it. You know, I'll talk to you behind. But apparently that never happened. So I thought they were supposed to reveal all. Now, according to them, they can't do it all in public. It's supposed to be behind the scenes. But in this video, Congressman wants to talk to him because, I don't know, I guess it hasn't happened yet. Let's check it out.
We may be one step closer tonight to learning what's really out there as the chase for UFO information on Capitol Hill is heating up. In fact, Congressman Eric Burlison of Missouri successfully passed an amendment in the House that encourages the government to renew David Grush's security clearance. That clearance would allow the former intelligence officer to share.
So to renew his clearance, I thought somebody said, I could be wrong, I could have sworn I heard people say that he had clearance. According to him, he wants to get his clearance renewed. So maybe I heard that wrong from people. I thought he still had his clearance, but according to this report, he wants to get his clearance renewed. Here, let's hear it again.
Successfully passed an amendment in the House that encourages the government to renew David Grush's security clearance. That clearance would allow the former intelligence officer to share highly sensitive information in an ultra-secure facility, what they call.
So, hold on a second. I'm trying to get this straight. I wish I had Ron from Cosmic Neighbors on, because Ron is a very intelligent man who knows about these laws. So you're telling me that he really can't say anything because he needs his clearance back to say anything. I'm confused. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I am confused as hell. Because I thought as long as you're under oath, according to Jeremy Corbell, you won't go to jail for telling the truth. I thought that's what I heard. I played you guys the video. You've seen it yourself. That's what we heard, right? As long as you're under oath, you ain't gonna go to jail. But now, according to this, the congressman wants to put an amendment to get Grush his security clearance so he can tell the truth. I'm so confused on how that works. I guess, guys, Bob, I guess the things that you have seen that you won't tell us what you've seen in the Smithsonian on the U.S. Blue Ridge, I guess you'll have to wait to get your clearance. Security clearance lasts 20 years. So what the hell is he talking about? That's my point. I don't know what they're talking about. That's my point. And I thought as long as you're under oath, you could tell the truth. So if I get this right so far, so Bob, so let's just use an example. So for you to tell us some of the things you've seen in the Smithsonian that you're not allowed to because you signed the papers and and all that. As long as you get your security clearance, I don't know if you still have security clearance. I can't remember if you had it, if it passed by too much time. But if that's the case, does that mean like the government controls you again? Like, okay, we give you clearance, but you can't say this. You can only say that. I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to learn here.
Called SCIF. Now, Grush told Congress in July what he told us first on News Nation, that the government has a secret program collecting non-human UFOs, but he stopped short of getting into specifics.
He was stopped short because he said he's not allowed to talk about it. But according to Corbell, he was supposed to because he was under oath. So that's when you're allowed to tell the truth. Just going by their own words, not mine.
You said that the government has alien bodies or alien species. Have you seen the spacecraft? I have to be careful to describe what I've seen firsthand and not in this environment, but I could answer that question behind closed doors.
So, okay, so he's under oath. So Jeremy Corbell lied to us. I'm not making that up. I am not making that up. Jeremy Corbell said he could tell the truth. And of course, according to this, during the panel, he's already under oath. He did his whole hand thing. He's not saying the truth. So you see, I do. Okay, hold on. Security. Okay, I read that part. I'm in the educational clearance status, so I can say anything I want. Okay, you do. You do. Okay. So again, he says he's gonna say it behind doors. And was back in August. What is this? We're in November now. Apparently, he still hasn't done it yet. So more lies are being told. Corbell said he was able to tell us the truth, but then of course Corbell said that if the stories come out to be true, which little backwash, in my opinion. Let's hear more of this.
So, will Grush divulge more information behind closed doors soon? Moments ago, I spoke to Congressman Burlston.
Hold on. Will he expose more information? Well, first of all, he hasn't exposed any information, really. Everything he said at the panel, you've already heard it before. So, hold on. I got to hear this talker again. Hold on.
What I've seen firsthand and not in this environment, but I could answer that question behind closed doors.
Which he didn't.
Will Grush divulge more information behind?
Well, he divulged more information. Well, he didn't even give us any new information during the panel.
Behind closed doors soon. Moments ago, I spoke to Congressman Burlston, who detailed what he hopes to learn from the whistleblower.
I think that,
first of all, you can't call the guy a whistleblower because he hasn't told us anything that you can really be a whistleblower of. He's just giving us secondhand, thirdhand stories. So let's not give him the title of a whistleblower because he has not whistleblow. I better watch how I say that. That sounds that doesn't come out correctly. That doesn't come out correctly. But I'm still waiting.
if we can get some specifics, some specific information about what programs that he was referring to, where the locations of these devices are, where the bodies are. So I just want the specifics. Now there is a chance that we might be able to get some of those specifics this Thursday morning.
I gotta ask you guys a question. Because they said they need specifics on where the locations are. They want an answer, which I can see that. I want to know where the location is. But anybody knows that when you look for information, when you research information, you go back, you follow the story, you follow the crumbs, right? To find a location where everything's at, don't you just gotta look at his work record and look at every single base that he was on? Isn't that where you just have to start? Well, but Eric, remember, he didn't actually see this. Well, this is second and third hand information. Well, okay. Well, if it's second hand, third hand information, so that means he talked to these people in person. It was probably at a base where he's at. So all you gotta do is trace all the bases he's been to. It's not like this. I know in the military, you move around a lot. I was in the military. My brother's in the military. But usually when you get stationed somewhere, you're there for a year or two before you get sent out. I know sometimes it's sooner. So I'm sure this guy wasn't going to like 10 different bases in 1 year. I'm sure he's been mostly at 1 or 2 or 3 bases. So shouldn't narrowing it down be easy? Oh, he worked here. He worked here. Well, what is this base known for? Where is it at? Oh, this one's in the desert? This one's next to a city? Well, I'm guessing it would be at the desert base versus the one that's next to the public. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm just stupid, I guess. I'm just a dumbass. I mean, really, seriously. Don't you just got to look at his work record where he's been working at? And I'm sure if he's coming out with this story, the bases where these things are happening is probably within the 3 years. When he got a hold of Jeremy Corbell, and they came up with this whole how you're going to do this, how they're going to make money off of it. Right? Doesn't take a rocket scientist to find out where somebody works at. But I guess you got to have a special clearance, and I guess where people work at are all classified. I guess, I don't know. What do I know?
Morning, we have another meeting with the Inspector General in a skiff, and I am told that Grush has signed a release to allow for his report to the IG to be released. It is uncertain whether they're.
My dad was a security inspector of military bases. It took about 2 weeks to evaluate a base. See, it takes about 2 weeks. Since August, or this is November, since our whenever, I forget exactly when they did that panel. I think they would know by now, especially with the better technology that we're at. Correct? So that's a good question too for Danny. Is that due to the size of the area, Danny?
Going to give us the actual copy of the report or let us read it in the skiff, or whether they're just going to give us a summary. I'm afraid it's the latter. I'm afraid that they're just going to try to give us a summary, which is not going to be acceptable in my book.
I give him credit on that part. Hold on. Let me go back for a second.
To the IG to be released. It is uncertain whether they're going to give us the actual copy of the report or let us read it in the skiff, or whether they're just going to give us a summary. I'm afraid it's the latter. I'm afraid that they're just going to try to give us a summary, which is not going to be acceptable in my book.
I'll give him credit on that. He is correct on that. If they are going to release some paperwork or something, they're just going to give you the summary. They're not going to tell you anything that's important of it. I'll give them credit on that. That's true. You're never going to get the full true report. If they have to give you a report, I don't know, they block out the stuff that you can't see. You can't see. And for the record, anybody's been on military bases, my brother, myself, Danny's dad was, military and all that. A lot of you people are in the military. There's places on every base you're not allowed to go into. And it doesn't mean every place you're not allowed to go into, they're hiding non-binary aliens or spacecraft. There are places on bases that you are not allowed to go to. So I don't even care if we have people going there for inspections. I don't know, inspecting the building, inspecting this, inspecting the wiring system. There's areas they're not allowed to go into, and they're not going to get into. Even if they're hiding the most binary alien behind a certain door. When something is considered top secret, even on a base, you're not getting in there. Especially not the media. Especially not the media, because the media just wants to run a story. And whatever they see, they're going to exaggerate it too. So let's just say that. Whoop, I'm sorry about that. Where was I? Was here?
The specifics. Now, there is a chance that we might be able to get some of those specifics this Thursday morning. We have another meeting with the Inspector General in a skiff, and
they.
I'm
Oh yeah.
told
By the way,
that
they did not
Grush
get
has
that
signed a
report yet.
release
Just
to
so you know.
allow for his report to the IG to be released. It is uncertain whether they're going to give us the actual copy of the report or let us read it in the skiff, or whether they're just going to give us a summary. I'm afraid it's the latter. I'm afraid that they're just going to try to give us a summary, which is not going to be acceptable in my book. I want to see the document.
Okay.
And then I want to be able to bring Grush in to ask questions. And if we have time to read the document, we'll be able to ask educated questions about.
You need to ask educated questions. So he wants to still bring Grush in. I could have sworn during that panel, guys. If I'm wrong, I apologize. I could have sworn in that panel he was gonna talk to these people behind the doors as it is after the panel. Never happened, and he needs the report to ask educated questions. Educated questions, of course you do. I mean, I'm sorry. What's so freaking educated? Oh, maybe you have to be an extraterrestrial expert that we learned yesterday to be, what is it? What was it? Extraterrestrial. Well, I can't remember. Remember the show yesterday, guys? An extraterrestrial, so-called whatever it was, to be an expert or whatever it was. So how educated you got to be to ask, who fucking told you about the dead aliens? Where are they? And where are these futuristic reverse engine airplanes, jets, weapons, whatever you want to call? How educated? I mean, that's what you're there for. That's what you want to ask, right? Restricted areas usually are nuclear, are weapons systems like the stealth. Of course. Danny, you said you so perfect. Danny, that's so perfect timing. That's perfect timing. All you technically gotta do is have an alien in a special area on base. You want to put something similar nuclear that's safe in there and call it a nuclear restricted area. You can. You know what I mean? So you are so right about that, Danny. I bet you if they open up every single door that said restricted area, usually for nuclear, I bet there's a certain little percentage that are not nuclear. What do I know? I got to get educated, I guess. But to ask educated questions of simple things.
The contents and the work that he produced.
Yeah, what do you want to know? I mean, you were skeptical, if I remember correctly, of this, and it sounds like you still have questions. You know, you want to see proof. You don't want theories. You don't want speculation. I mean, are you still fairly skeptical? Would you describe yourself that way?
Yeah, I would say that I'm still skeptical. There's nothing that has pointed me in the direction that these are, and that this has to be an alien species from another planet. I think
I'd give him credit for that too. I'll give him credit for that. You know, if he's real, if he's telling the truth, that maybe he does want to talk to Grush, that we were told that they were going to talk to him during the panel about it, but didn't get the answers. Then they were supposed to talk to Grush behind the scenes. Apparently that never happened. So, and guys, hold on. And also, well, Eric, the government's stopping it. The government's stopping it. Are they? Or is Jimmy Corbell stopping it? Because they don't want them to dig way, way deep because they know it's all BS. You never know.
that there are a lot of plausible explanations for the things that we're seeing. I do not discount or deny that the footage exists. I don't discount the eyewitness testimony of the pilots, the many pilots that have seen and in some cases chased these objects. I just don't want to. I'm not coming to the conclusion that what they're seeing and chasing is from another planet.
That's fair. Honestly, that is fair. That is fair. The footage is real. The footage is there. Even if the footage is altered, it's there. The footage is physically there, altered or not. So he's telling the truth, he's saying, the footage is there. He wants to know what it is. But it's just, it just what blows your mind a little bit is do they truly believe that Grush is a encyclopedia of all of it when he's never firsthand seen it? And according to Jeremy Corbell, as long as he's under oath, he's allowed to tell the truth because he won't go to jail. All right. Well, still didn't tell people on the truth. And he was technically on their oath, according to Jeremy. They won't go to jail because they're telling the truth. Okay? So, hold on. Maybe Jeremy Corbell is kind of right. Because they won't go to jail for telling the truth. So if Grush would have spilled all the beans, he can still go to jail because he wasn't telling the truth. I got it. Jeremy. I got it, Corbell. I got you, buddy. You're a smart man. He's smart man because if he did tell everything that he saw, we know that's not the truth, and he could go to jail for that. Because if it was true, since he's under oath, he won't go to jail. I got it. I fully understand now.
Right, and you want to see actual proof of that. It's almost like, I think you used the joke here, from the show me stage to show me. I want to see it for myself, which I understand. But what about the fact that it's taking all of this to get to this point? I mean, are you up against something in the government to try to, block you guys in Congress from getting the information, from getting Grush into a skiff? I mean, what's the holdup here? What are you up against?
Good question, I guess. That's a decent question. What's the holdup? Because we all want to know. Everybody in the chat wants to know. What is the holdup? Aren't all these hearings are about to start being forward with the American people? So even being here today, hearing that, what's the holdup? There should have been no holdup. I thought the idea of the whole panels to start being more open. So, seriously, that's a good question. What is the holdup? Well, let's see what our buddy says.
Yeah, I think that if we continue to get pushed on getting if we continue to get pushed on getting, Grush into a skiff, then I'm gonna think that there's a red flag there. Huh. However, I do.
If you keep getting Grush in a stiff, there's a red flag there. And just like the red flag you throw in a football game, like you throw a flag, like the wrong play or the wrong call was done. Is that what we're talking about? What he's saying on the panel? Somebody should throw a roof flag. Hold on, let's repeat that. Let's repeat that. Hold on. Is that what it is? I mean, I'm confused. I'm really confused now.
I think that we have to take into consideration outside of that effort that we may be in a scenario where there is no alien bodies. There are no spacecraft. Right. And to continue to pursue it as though and to assume that it exists would put us in a situation where we are today.
Where are we at today? I mean, we've been in the same spot since I was a kid. Nothing's ever changed for me. You know what I mean? I mean, what's I'm trying to understand what he's saying right here. Let me go back just a little bit. Let me go back a little bit.
Pursue it as though, and to assume that it exists would put us in a situation where we are today, where we have the different departments denying that they are involved in these programs, that they don't know what we're referring to.
Right.
That many of them will say it's not even part of their mission to work on any of these programs or to investigate them.
But to be clear, you don't think, you said there would be a red flag if you continue to get pushed, but you don't think there's the government trying to hide something or prevent more testimony? I mean, you don't see anything that suggests that yet, or?
I think that I haven't seen anything that's compelling me to believe that they're trying to deny us access. Now, to a certain extent, we have.
Well, you are being denied access. I mean, I've heard I heard the guy in Arrow speak that they're still not allowed to look at all the files, all the classified files, and that was put in place by the government to research UFOs that us taxpayers are paying for. We're paying for Arrow, and they're still not even allowed to get through all the access. So, what are we talking about?
We've gotten information from the IG. We have gotten obviously the testimony of the whistleblower David Grush, and hopefully they'll be able to give us access to his report, and hopefully they'll be able to allow.
But why do you need access to his report? You guys had him under oath, right? And he said under oath that he will tell you guys behind the scenes, but you guys are still trying to find access to his reports. First of all, hold on a second. Who gives a crap about wanting to look at David Grush's report? Just talk to the guy. I don't care what he wrote down. I want to talk to the guy personally, in person, to tell me. I don't need him to recopy it on a freaking piece of paper, writing it down. Well, I'm waiting for the report, but he's also waiting for the report so you can ask educated questions. Education questions to what? It's simple. Did they see aliens or not? Simple question. Do you know for a fact there's reverse engineering spacecraft in there? Simple questions. There's nothing educated about those questions. Right? You're not asking David Grush about how do you do taxes, how to do this. You're asking him for simple questions because you want to know if there's true non-binary aliens. Green, gray, purple, blue. I'm not going to be prejudiced like most of them saying green aliens. We don't know exactly what color the aliens are. There's 1,000 reports of different colors, what the aliens are. So this whole song and dance crap eventually's got to go. It's got to freaking go. I'm waiting for the report. Screw the report. I want to talk to the source himself. They always say the information you want to find, you got to find the source. Well, if the source is David Grush, I don't need his freaking report. I want him sitting down. And you all freaking had him. I'm sorry. That congressman, all those congressmen, Tim, whatever that woman's name is over here, Miss Mace, I don't know. When they had him there, when they ask him those questions, and when he just sit there like, I can't speak on that. Where's your goddamn alien balls? Grosh, you're under oath. You're here to tell us the truth. Tell us the truth. Because they didn't tell us the truth. So Jeremy Corbell lied. Grush lied because he said that he'll tell these people after the panel. Never happened. So that's a lie. So what is the truth? I don't even freaking know. Just those videos I showed you guys right there. Just those videos where you personally saw where Jimmy Corbell says they're going to be on their oath so they can tell the truth, so they don't have to worry about going into jail. Because, their stories are true in that first part of the video. Then later on, if their stories come out, they evaluate that the stories are true. Whoa. You heard it right there in that smart little video where he said it was true. Then they have to evaluate the story first. It's like his little, where, I don't know, if somehow something came out 100% fraud. Well, I did say we had to evaluate, their stories. But in the beginning, he said, I was with him behind. So no matter what, Corbell is cleared. Whatever. I can't tell you. You can't handle the truth. Yeah, I know. And you know what, Danny? And we all heard this stuff before that, American people or people around the world can't handle the truth, right? How do we know? I'm serious. I'm not joking right here. How do we know that the people can't handle the truth if the truth has never been spoken of? If you never spoke about the truth in the first place, how do you know if people can handle it or not? We all train people in life. If you have kids, you train your kids that, when you get 18, you're going to be a man. You got to take matters in your own hands. You got to put the big boy pants on. If you're a woman, especially a woman's really got to be extra strong, because women had harder things to fight in life than men do, because they got more obstacles than we go through. Women do. They got more obstacles than we got to go through. So, I seen my wife talk to my daughter that you have to be stronger than them. We teach that. We teach all that to our family members, to our kids. If you're a teacher in school, Bob says he's in education at the museum. You teach people to understand that the truth sometimes in life hurts, but you got to know the truth to be able to get to the other side. We teach that. Why can't the government teach that? Serious. Why can't the government teach that? Sometimes you got to rip that Band-Aid off. You got to trust the people. And listen, don't get me wrong. There's idiots everywhere. No matter what kind of truth or whatever you want to speak of, you're always going to have nayers. That's just going to happen. But the problem is the news show nayer more than the positive. So it looks like the whole world's on fire, but it's really not. It's very selected few. It's like I remember and this is gonna sound weird comparison. I don't know what it was. I remember the band said, "Oh, this band came back. They sold out. They're selling out everywhere." So they made it sound like this band is selling out. They're back, better than ever. Yeah, they sold out bars. That's not selling out arenas. So the media could make stories out of nothing, and we know that. So again, what we learned today, I did not like at all. I don't care how you feel about Corbell. He said it himself that hopefully with these three brave men, more people will come out with their stories. People have been coming out with these stories before we were even born. It's just the media, the social media, the news, the stories that they pick to go large for whatever reason, for whatever reason why they pick somebody else's story over somebody. There's thousands of stories that are out there. We just got to open our ears. We just got to listen. That's it. That's all we got to do. We just got to listen to people's stories. Yeah, we know. I know. Guys, I know. Not everybody's telling the truth. I know that. But the thing is, there is truth out there. There are true stories out there. We just have to do our best to do the best research and study as we can. Learn about the person who's telling you the story. You know what I mean? Whatever you got to do, the stories are there. We just have to open our eyes. You don't always have to go to the media or, yes, I watch Discovery Channel. I'm not going to say I don't. But I know the truth ain't guaranteed to be what the Discovery Channel shows. The exploring Bigfoot, the ghost adventures, the ghost hunters, all those shows. The secrets of Skinwalker Ranch. Right? We know that stories are exaggerations. But you also got to remember, even though sometimes I am not a believer in the TV show Skinwalker Ranch, I do believe there are phenomenons out there. They just explode it. They just exaggerate it. But there are beginnings on why they're telling that story even in the first place. That's where people like us, need to go investigate. All of us need to go investigate. So don't ever listen to people like Corbell when they say, this is going to help people coming out, because people have been coming out. You just got to open your ears, clear your ears, wash them out, whatever you got to do. You just got to start listening. Start listening. That's it. That's the key, is to listen. Listen to where the source is. Follow the source. All because somebody makes a documentary, it's not true. I guarantee you 90% of documentaries are fake. It's however the person who's making those want to have you go towards the stories. But the truth is out there, people. The truth is out there. It's gonna be harder than ever. It is. It's gonna be harder than ever. Videos being faked. AI is not necessarily a bad thing, but some people are using AI as a bad thing to spread even more lies and stuff. But it doesn't mean the truth is not there. It is there. UFOs from outer space, they're real. We have been, I personally believe we've been visited and they're here. But I'm not going to believe every story that they're in some bunker at a military base. But I know they're real. And if you know they're real, is there a possibility chance? Yes, of course. But the truth is there. We just got to work together to find it. That's it. We don't need Corbells. We don't need the George Knapps. We don't need Bob Lazar. We don't. We don't need those people. We just need each other. As corny as that sound, I know as corny as that sound, we just need each other. With each other, I don't know when. I'm not going to be one of those people. It's going to be this year. I hate that when people say, this is going to be the year. Next year is going to be the year. And then this year's not the year. The next year's not the year. I can feel it. It's going to be next year. I don't know when it's going to be. I don't know what's going to be. But there's going to be something that, not to change my mind of being a believer, there's going to be something to change everybody else's minds out there that this stuff is real. Ghosts, paranormal, Bigfoot. Something's going to happen. It could be this year, next year, 5 years, 10 years. Hell, I might not be alive to see it. Maybe my kids will, but it will happen. You just got to believe. You just got to believe. Beyond that, guys, I hope you had a good time today. You know, I have fun doing these shows and all that. And I'm not here bashing on Congress. I'm not here bashing, but I'm just playing the videos and how they're reference themselves. And I think what just drives us all crazy is we want the truth so bad that it kind of hurts in a way, right? You know, you want the truth, you want it so bad that it's like you think it's right there, and you think we're gonna get there, and we don't. That's what drives you crazy and all that. So beyond, I want to thank you guys. Oh yeah, here's another great channel. If you guys don't know Alien Girl 111, fantastic channel. I only have one issue. One issue. On Pacific time, she starts at 4 a.m. Sometimes I wake up. And I get to watch it. Because I love her stuff. I love her energy. I love the music. She does dancing for you. If she gets a certain amount of Ks, she'll dance. Maybe I should start doing that. Maybe I should start learning from Alien Girl 111. If I get a certain amount of thumbs up, I'll start dancing. Like, I got 36 thumbs up. Really? Give me 40 thumbs up and I'll dance the night away for you guys. I'll dance and I'll go away in the show. Give me 40 likes. I need 4 more. Come on, give me 4 more and I'll do some kind of dancing. Maybe I got to do that because I don't get a lot of likes for some reason. I don't get a lot of likes and I don't get a lot of comments. You know, I do want to thank Dana P, Danny Stanton, you know, Danny Stanton and Dina P are and a lot of you others, but Danny and Dina P always make sure they leave me a comment. And I love that. I appreciate that. You guys, you two are the most. You two leave me comments the most. And I appreciate that. And I really, truly do. There's some shows that it ends. I look at a night. I only have like 2 comments. Dina and usually my friend Danny Stanton, who had a birthday yesterday. So and all that. So I appreciate all of you out there. Looks like I only got 38 thumbs up, so you're not gonna get a dance from me. Sorry, guys. I said it has to be over 40. 38. I'll give it 10 seconds. Oh yeah, hold on. Before that, we had a voting up. 40 people voted. Will UFO blowers reveal all? 20% says yes. 55% says no. 25% says whistleblowers are not real, which technically I meant UFO whistleblowers are not real. I challenge to go back and leave a comment in all his videos. You know, guys, and listen, I know harsh, right? Comments, what's so part about comments? They say that comments helps your channel get pushed out there. That's what they say. I don't know for sure. My views has always been exactly the same. So I can't sit here and tell you if it's true. But the thing is, a lot of people know that if you do leave a comment or question, I do usually most of the time answer back. You know what I mean? If you say something like, and I do my best to answer back to you all. I truly do. I really do. So, and all that. I got 39 likes. All right. Am I going to get one more? All right. I'll tell you what. When I was growing up, we used to make fun of my father and them, right? Because they used to do what they call the chicken dance. I'm serious. And you know, when my family, when they're camping in the mountains, you know, Bob, you know, you could tell when they start drinking because they do the chicken dance. The chicken dance is they do this. or they do this. And it's always that style. They can have their elbows out. They call it the chicken dance. And there it is. 40. I'm doing it. Chicken dance. Chicken dance. I should have music, right? Oh, hold on. Come here. Come here. Come here. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Chicken dance. Chicken dance. Yeah. Chicken dance. Chicken dance. Here's my little chicken. All right, guys. Hey, seriously, I love you all. I own the chicken dance. Laugh out loud. I own the chicken dance. I appreciate you guys very much. I'll be back Thursday and I'll probably do the Cryptid Bigfoot show on Thursday. I'll probably get Danny Stanton to come on with me. We'll talk some cryptids, Bigfoot on this Thursday. I'll try to get Danny to come on to tell us more of his Bigfoot stories. So beyond that, here's the ending. Now the ending does have a video in there too. So kick back and watch my ending. I'll see you guys all next time. I'm actually a little bit out of breath. I'll see you guys next time on the Paranormal Highway.
Since those stories, tens of thousands of people have beaten a path out there to look around in the sky and to see whatever is flying around, UFOs or secret planes. Every major news organization in the world has beaten a path to Area 51's door. A lot of them made fun of me and fun of the whole alien scenario, but they've all been out there. It's one thing to make fun of our stories about Area 51, but you've never been out there sitting in the desert night after night as we've done. You haven't interviewed the witnesses. You haven't dodged the security guards and coyotes and filed the FOIA request. You haven't done it.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com.